My dear friend, this is the third day of our Lenten pilgrimage. And today I want us to have a zero tolerance towards that bad habit. Just decide to stop it. Not just a thinking, but make a resolution. That habit of yours that troubles you, just leave it. Just do not tell yourself that you'll gradually deal with it or you'll start, abandoning that bad habit tomorrow, or maybe you are waiting for something, another thing to happen. But make a decisive decision, my dear friend, for your own well-being. Do not console yourself that you will wait for anything, but make a decision that as from now, as from today, I'll stop it. The secret is zero tolerance to that habit that you discover has been disturbing you in the exercise of yesterday. Are you frightened about it? That is the problem. As long as you say, I do not know if I will manage, then you have begun to fail. My dear friend, make a decision. If you make a decision and say that I know I'll succeed in this exercise, then definitely God will give you graces to succeed. But if you put a negative thought into it, then definitely you will start to fall. So, my dear friends, it is simple. It's an act of the will, that it is a choice that you have to make. The choice to renew yourself every day, a choice to move on. Today, you choose to live that habit 100%. But in all this, the choice is yours. Proverbs chapter 23, verse 30 says, They struck me, but I did not raise. They searched for me that I may have another drink, but they did not get me. My dear friend, can you, like the proverb, say that this habit has been searching for you, but they cannot find you? It is how you take it. Maybe sometimes, my dear friend, this pilgrimage of hope that we have this year offers you a sacrificial way of scaffolding, a support that it will not be magical, but a support that you can get. Have some hope within yourself. See yourself in the lenses of having overcome this habit and you are living a life of freedom. See yourself walking in that image that you always have about yourself, a perfect human person, a person who has attained an inner freedom against anything that is drawing you back to the old bad habit. My dear friend, if you want to take that habit and take it on, take courage. Without courage, sometimes we may not fight any battle. And this is a battle with our own selves, as we said at the beginning of this Lenten period. We are fighting our own as appetites, we are fighting our own, likes, and we are also fighting about something that gives us some motivation, something that gives us some pleasure. So you have to take courage. There may be a lot of opportunities for you in this Lenten period to take courage. And as you take courage, if you feel discouraged, my dear friend, resort to prayer and psycho-spiritual exercises that will transform you. This will give you a help as you walk towards the journey to freedom. Think of several times today that this habit has also taken you, has made you to be a living stock, also have made you also to lose yourself. Hate those moments when this habit has, ashamed you. Hate those moments, because by hating the bad habit, you are already building a support system for yourself and saying that I don't want to be like that. Also, as you go on this habit, develop a picture, develop a mind picture of how you want to be. See yourself having attained that freedom. See yourself, walking free from that bad habit. See yourself a flourishing human being who has attained the inner freedom. And in order to do this, you have also to forgive yourself. Because if you continue blaming yourself for the many bad things that have happened to you or many bad actions that you've done, you'll still be thinking about this bad habit. And what I want you to start doing is start thinking positively about how abandoning this bad habit has helped you to be happy, has helped you to be even sociable, has helped you even to grow, and even has enabled you to grow, physically, economically, and even socially. So, my dear friends, don't entertain a thought that about blaming yourself. Instead of blaming yourself, thank yourself for having abandoned this habit. See yourself walking free. Proverbs 24:16 helps us to think about how we should not think about, blaming ourselves for bad things that happen to us. And my dear friend, if you want to abandon this habit and have a zero tolerance, replace this bad habit with another good thing. Go to prayer, seek God. Make sure that you attend all the exercises that go on in this Lenten period. And as you go on some of the exercises that we go through, my dear friend, don't forget that you are doing all these exercises to pray for God to give you graces to abandon sin and to be a better person. Today being a Friday, at 3, we are going to go for the way of the cross. If you have an opportunity to attend the way of the cross, my dear friend, please make sure that you attend the way of the cross, because these spiritual exercises help us to get strength from God. And as you go through the ways of the cross, take yourself as a person standing in the place of Jesus, and you are walking to that road towards freedom. It's a pilgrimage towards freedom. This year, my dear friend, the Holy Father has declared this year as a pilgrimage of hope. As we journey together with the Holy Father and with the whole church, my dear friend, have a hope of a person who has attained inner freedom, hope of yourself, the mental picture I've talked about, of having attained that spiritual maturity, of having abandoned this bad sin or this bad habit. My dear friend, do not relent. Do not give the devil his opportunity. Look forward and have zero tolerance towards this bad habit. When this bad habit tries to creep back to you, my dear friend, you must make a decision to abandon it. There's a friend of mine who became a Christian, but had developed a habit of using vulgar language. So one time I was traveling with him, and I was driving the car, and he was just seated next to me at the seat of the co-driver. And I was about to hit another car. And unconsciously, that bad word, vulgar word came to his mind, and I had, don't give the devil opportunity. Fight that vice. What I mean, that bad habit, that addiction to drugs, that addiction to alcohol, that addiction to vulgar language, that addiction to sexual appetites, that bad habit of maybe sometimes even laziness, procrastination. You want to do something, but you're always saying I'll do tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, after the day, and you find yourself not doing it at all. Fight it. Also fight that vice of maybe being abusive, that vice of talking ill about other people, that vice of having to hate other people, anger against others. Fight that vice of having to be selfish. You're always thinking about yourself. This Lenten period is a time that we need to walk out of freedom. The word today: zero tolerance towards sin. Thank you.